exactly this month, our university president has us provided a new research center for the next 5 years that consists of members of 4 faculties dealing with urban and rural futures. So, and we are very happy since there was a lot of competition now from, you know, the engineers and the natural scientists now and the architects, cultural scientists, geographers, ecologists. We together won this inter-university competition, and that's really great, no? And we entered with urban and rural, no? At the same time, what interests us a lot is really the theme of material and virtual, and or, no, in the old terms, analogous and digital. And that's really started. There's a very famous book from Otto Eicher, no, the designer, the guy who designed the Olympic Games in '72 in Munich. And he did this book in '91, analogous and digital, and dealt like with the first adventures now of the computer age. And I think he would be super interested in everything that is responsive. And this book actually was translated to English last year. So that's like showing this actuality and also, let's say, the material side. No? We are very interested in how the virtual worlds have already changed the material worlds and how the material worlds respond, no? And maybe have really different and new chances that they can take. No? And this, somehow connected with the theme of urban-rural, can really produce innovation, we think, no? And really manifest innovation, but also innovation in our imagination and in our images, no? And so I always show this picture of Munich, one picture, and of Allgäu, rural, the other picture, and it's a mix, no? But the 2 pictures in itself are already a mix, no? So you see Munich, the old center, the new stadium, and a lot of issues of infrastructures and landscape and a complete new mix. And the Alpine horizon, that is a natural construct, but also a cultural construct and a mind construct somehow. And the same in the rural area, that has a lot of small industries, of agriculture production, new orientations. There's behind here is Neuschwanstein Castle that attracts 6 million people a year that are coming there. No? We have water energy production. No? So like really this mix now is everywhere and the connection runs very deep. And I think it's important to be very aware that there are really like factors of numbers we have to think about. For example, talking about food. We did a calculation for the city of Munich, that's the shape for 1.4 million of the city border, and this green area you would need for 20,000 people for daily food in the Middle European average. No? So it's very clear that cities can't do by themselves. No? They need more. And that's only one topic of a lot of environmental and ecological connections. No? On the other side, the new, let's say, movement to discover environmental issues and food in the cities and to bring really new qualities into the cities can push new connections and can push new models to deal with the rural in the cities and with the cities in the rural, that we can create really new concepts that go ahead. And well, a very nice symbol of this has been the wheat field by Agnes Denesch in Milan last year that you maybe know. That was created with a lot of participation of people, a work of art in the middle of the city that shows this new approach, but at the same time makes also very clear about what dimensions we are speaking, for example, about food. And only to say, we did these calculations for Hanover, only to say really to increase considerably regional production, we would have to change a lot no, in the countrysides we have. Okay, very same is about energy. We are talking a lot about self-sufficiency of cities, that there are a lot of aims that's possible, like for private use. If you talk really about productive turn, the new productivity, industry 4.0, you need a lot of energy. And actually, you know, while we are talking about the small size, the big guys are doing the big things, no? And in Germany, they are doing this north-south link. That is a really huge, huge infrastructure with the aim to transport the wind energy from the North and Baltic Sea to the industry productions in southern Germany, no? Some people are already talking about maybe new locations also for industries that will go more to the sea. What would be quite interesting, no? But it's to deal and to find like the points in the network, the access points, and also our contribution that we are coming more from the small scale. We are dealing with the cities, we are dealing with the landscapes, and have to make clear, no, that there should be at least a strengthening, no, of all the small points, no, and that big infrastructures are not everything. At the same time, we need it. That's the big market hall in Sao Paulo. We are doing a design studio this winter about exactly this topic. No, so the mega cities need mega infrastructures, and this one actually is too small. It's from the 60s. It's a building 500 meters long. Absolutely impressive, no? And now they are reallocating the whole area on the big highway ring, doing a transformation project here. There are a lot of questions, no? Especially for the small restaurants, the small shops in the city that lose this direct supply, no? And no, maybe there could be really different models of doing the wholesale markets in cities today. This will be part of the design studio, no? That are maybe more and smaller and connected in new ways and connected also to digitalization. Okay, we worked very intensely about urban-rural governance issues in the Alpine space with the project Urbans, as on the image side, as well really on governance models in different new collaborations around the Alps. We did a lot of mapping with the specific aim to use diagrams and visions and mappings in a much deeper sense in the new governance processes that run increasingly abstract, no? And this could be a really important contribution from the architecture side to do much more about the visioning, the mapping. For example, this is from the Milan partners in the project. It's called Milan Rural Metropolis, about a vision for the whole area between the pre-Alpine rivers shaping the area, or for the Northern Alps. We worked also well on the policy angle and invented, let's say, innovative graphic tools to represent stakeholder constellations and policy constellations. So to represent, but also always with the try to make visible and to introduce changes, no, already in the representation, also in these very abstract processes. And that's connected with a lot of political discussions, for example, about centrality. You maybe know the scheme of Walter Christaller from the 30s about the central places. There's a lot of debate in Germany how to actualize the system. Or, you know, the satellite model, we are talking about polycentricity in the metropolitan regions, about archipelagos. No, that's all long discussions. We architects have a big background, and we can bring it much more strongly, you know, into really also into the bigger debates. So as they do in Copenhagen with the ring around Öresund, or for example for the macro-regional strategy of the Alpine space. No, that's one of the newest inventions of European Union to form these macro regions that together develop territorial strategies. There are three: the new Baltic Sea and the Alps. It's called EOS-Alp. And with the Rubens project, we contributed to the EOS-Alp process. That's very interesting and going ahead. Actually, we are working on the metropolitan region of Hanover. Hanover is here, so right in the middle of Germany. And this phenomenon of the metropolitan region in Germany is a bit different to Italy. In Italy, it's an institutional